talk about a few crops that you can start immediately if you're a beginner. That is, you do not have good information about farming or you want to start something new. So at Movie Farm, we've tried a few crops, and I think this is the right time for me to just mention some of what crops that have worked for at my end, and those crops that at least are giving me some amount on a weekly basis and so on. So your first crop, coriander, or we call it ndania in Kenya, that's herb. And by the way, most of the herbs, even rosemary, it's a very good crop that you can grow because herbs stay for long. You can harvest them for long and they have a higher market value. So let's go back to ndania and or coriander. That is the ndania takes 45 days from when you sow it to the seedbed to when you harvest it. And I've seen it work for me when I plant them on a weekly basis. That is, you plant a few basins this week, then you wait, you skip a week, and then you plant the next base, a few other basins the other coming week. And this ensures that you have the consistency. When you're starting to harvest, you'll harvest on a weekly basis. Each week you'll be getting a few coins depending on your acreage and depending on the size and plot that you've used. The seeds are quite cheap, so you'll find about $2.5 for a full tin that you can grow within a month. That will take you almost, I think it is, 250 gram, like a quarter, or even the 500 gram tin. They are very cheap. The seeds are very cheap. It's very easy for you to grow, meaning that you just need to prepare your seed beds, you sow in the seeds, and then you just do the good watering. They do not have huge management what is it called, management practice, like you need to follow up on diseases, and they're not usually affected by diseases and all that. So it's a very easy crop if you're a beginner. The next crop that I'm going to tell you about is spinach. Spinach has like everyone eats a vegetable, like greens, kales and spinach. Each household on a weekly basis, you'll find that there is that market for spinach or kale, and they take a month. That will be, you'll have to first plant them on the seedbed. That will take you about 3 weeks to 4 weeks. Then they are ready for transplanting. When you transplant, you can start harvesting your first fruit, or not fruit, first leaf at 60 days. So 30 days before transplant, 30 days after transplant, that is just 60 days. And this is now spinach and kale. And these crops, the best part of it is you'll harvest them for a very long time. You can harvest spinach for 8 months. You can harvest kales for 8 to 9 months, depending on the variety. So when you choose the right variety, of course, you sow your seeds well, you practice best practices on disease management and watering, then you are able to use or get weekly. This is now like a weekly, and I'm talking about good money that you can maybe buy something else for the family that you need, or even money that you can buy a substantial asset if you save, and also when you're consistent. This is a crop that you can grow all time, like from January to December. You don't need to look at the season. You don't need to be afraid of who is eating kale at what time. So it's something that you grow and harvest from January to December, a full year. So we've talked about coriander, which is dhania. We've talked about spinach and kale. The next crop that is also very easy is either cabbage. If you've done cabbage heads, cabbage will take you 90 days. But what I'm thinking right now is onion. Compared to tomatoes, onion is very easy to manage. And if you're a beginner, you're better off starting with planting onions than planting tomatoes. Tomatoes, you leave that to those farmers who have already done it before, who have that experience. So onion is also a very nice crop. Onion will take 90 days from you grow your seeds on the seed bed, give them 45 days, they're ready for transplant. You transplant them, and then you wait another 40 to 50 days, and they will be ready for harvesting. So there you go. Let me know in your comment section which crop you're growing right now, or which crop you want us to discuss about in our next video. Thank you so much for watching, and if this is your first time at Movie Farm, please like and subscribe. Bye for now.